What's up, all you Minties? This is the Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition, of course. And I've got, even though it's Astonishing Melanie, that's my wife. She is not with me today. But I've got Kurtis from the Epic Mavrvel podcast, and he's been with me a couple times doing some of these. And this guy down here that I probably don't need to introduce, you all have been wanting us to do shows for a while, and we've been talking a little bit about how to do that, but we figured we'd give you all a little tease, I guess, of doing some things together. So I've got Jim Mitt down there.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Is this my first time on your channel? It might be.
Yeah, it is. I've been on yours before, and we've been on a show together before, but this is the first time on mine. So it's what you know. Some of the fans I know they've asked you, they've asked me, and I'm like, yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah,
I'm gonna try to make it happen. So
I'm really trying to see what books are coming out.
That's the only reason you joined. Okay,
that's the only reason.
I see. All right. So thank you everybody for joining us live. I did want to say something really quick. We got some storms coming in. I'm here in the backwoods, Kentucky. So we're going to see what happens. So hopefully we can ride it out and we get through this. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I know I usually wait a little bit until everybody comes in, but I got to go ahead and start. So there's only one book I can't talk about, and that is in the month of November. And I'm sure you guys will hear about it before I can even announce it. It's a really cool book to me, but I don't know. Some of y'all may not even care, but to me, now before I do start, I do want to give a huge thank you to David Gabriel and Mavrvel for just letting us have an early access to this. These are the books that are going to go into the catalog, the Hachette catalog, in the upcoming months. So we're looking at October and November, not solicitations, but actual books that are being released on those months. And we've already seen some of them through. Is it? Did I freeze? I didn't freeze, did I?
For a little bit.
I heard you.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I got all weirded out. So we've already seen some through the solicitations in June, but these are actually the content and everything else. So let's go ahead and do it.
Let's do it.
Let me share my screen real quick and make sure I'm sharing the right one. Let's go with October. All right. So October, we're kicking it off with Dr. Aphra. And let me know if I need to slow down or if y'all want me to look at the contents a little closer. I don't mind doing that.
Has issue 1 come out yet for this?
This is the new series.
Yeah, I don't think it's even come out, has it?
No. If we're looking at October, I think it'll be dropping sometime
soon, yeah.
In the next couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I cut out or anything, I apologize about the quality. We got some storms here, so that's why I'm trying to go through this real quick. We got Star Wars Legends Epic Collection, Tales of the Jedi. So, did we know about this one, Kurtis?
No, we didn't know about any of the Star Wars books. So they're starting a new Star Wars line then, Tales of the Jedi. People were wondering if this was going to happen, so it looks like it is. That's good. What is it collecting here? Dawn of the Jedi, Force Storm 1-5, Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi, Prisoners of Bogan 1-5, Star Wars Dawn of the Jedi, Force War 1-5, and Dawn of the Jedi 0. Okay.
So it's 2012 stuff from Ostrander. Oh, and Jander Seema. I do love seeing her name appear.
Yep.
This is a big one for me.
Oh,
big fan. Incredible Hulk.
Wow.
Peter David Omnibus Volume 2. Here's
2
the
volumes
solicit.
in 1 year. It's unreal.
It's a good year to be Peter David. Maybe we'll get a Spidey 2099 omnibus out of that, right?
That would be one of my top.
Right. Right. My it's up there for me too, man. And it's up there for Peter David too. That's what he wants. So maybe these will sell well enough. I think we've said there might be 4 of those.
He's still writing too, man. He's doing that Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality, which is a pretty good little run.
Oh yeah, he did the Hulk one shot. So I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, yeah. So you had an interview with him, I think, right?
Yeah. He warmed up to me. He's a little grouchy when he gets. He was cold.
Writers are tough, man, to interview.
You never know what you're gonna get, especially the older they get, because they're the creatures of habit. They don't want to deal with you.
Yeah.
Kurtis knows he interviews a lot of people. Sometimes you get him on a good day, sometimes it's a bad day.
Yeah.
So we have Empire. This is the new event that's going on through the Marvel series, Spider-Man and Storm Ranger.
Yeah, issue 1 hasn't come out for that yet either.
No, and you'll see the Empire collection in one of the solicits here.
Yeah,
Empire, Captain America, and Thor trade paperback. So they're having a bunch of little mini series.
Yeah,
and there's the Empire event. And I'm sorry, this is X-Men. Sorry, I spoke too soon. I didn't know Hickman was writing some of this though.
Yeah, I guess if it's time with the X-Men stuff, he's gonna take the lead.
And so is Teenie Howard, Jerry Duggan, and Ben. All the people that are writing all the books right now. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
Hellions is getting a trade paperback. So we're getting issues 1 through 4. I love the fact I haven't even read issue 1 yet.
No, it's not. I don't think it's out yet either.
We have Nanny and Orphan Maker.
Not a fan of them. I know you love that old school Uncanny, but man.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one day. We need to get you straight, man.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to see what all the fuss is about, but
we'll get there. So we got Quanon and Havoc, Mr. Sinister, Scalp Hunter, and I assume that's what's his name. What was his name? Empath. We got Cable's first miniseries, skipping issue 5. So it's the young Cable.
Why is it skipping issue 5?
I think that ties into something else, if I'm not mistaken. So I do love Phil Noto, and I've kind of grown to like a lot of Jerry Duggan stuff.
Yeah, he's doing a lot right now.
Yeah, the guy's writing a lot of stuff over at Marvel. So we have Children of the Atom by Vida Ayala. This is the new series. This is the one that we were getting like little pictures of characters just popping in and out.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm reading her Nebula right now. But this I'm looking forward to. It's another Dawn of X title, I guess, right?
Yeah. So Nebula is pretty interesting how they kind of morphed her into her MCU character, the way she looks, right?
Same with like Star-Lord. A lot of characters they've done.
Yeah.
Right?
Ever since the first movie, they've done that. They've kind of crossed over.
Makes sense. Though,
well, that's why X-Men and they all had their leather outfits for a while.
For what's his name's run? New X-Men.
New X-Men, yeah. Mm-hmm. Way back when.
Oh, the reprint.
Here we go. So you'll have 2 covers. Again, there'll be a direct market cover with the Paul Smith Classic 167 cover, and then you will have the Jerome Opeña cover. I know I'm in the minority. This is the cover that I own.
Every time you say that, I'm like, how?
Because I get the cover in the book, man.
Yeah,
so it's okay.
Right.
I don't mind. It's like getting a brand new package all over, and I know people like, a lot of purists out there. I get it. I don't hate on you all. But me, I like new covers. I'm okay with that.
That's why they do it. There's something for everyone, right?
But here's the thing, though. I'm saving you all one, right? Because we all know direct markets have a smaller print run. Yeah. So there you go. Somebody can go and get the copy that I didn't get. That's the way I see it. And let me make sure. So it is, again, this is really strange. I don't know if this is a misprint, but it's retailed at $100. But the original printing was at $125. So I don't know if they're really throwing fans a bone. And that's a big bone because you all that didn't get this are going to get it cheaper than I did when it first came out.
And then you saw they just had that price correction on War of the Realms omnibus, so you know that
we knew that was coming though.
Okay, I guess $75.
Right, but the solicits are the same though. That's what's interesting. It's like all the exact same thing.
But they did make the what was it, Uncanny X-Force a penny more or something like that?
Yeah.
Change, man.
One I'm looking forward to that I couldn't announce last week. But now I can announce it. David said it was all right. So here we go. X-Men God Loves Man Kills Extended Cut Gallery Edition.
What does that mean, Gallery Edition?
I'm thinking it's going to be just a bigger trim.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like a wider book maybe or taller?
I think it might be the size of that.
It says 7 1/4 by 10. So it's like that's 8.5 by 11 is a standard sheet of paper. So it's not any bigger than a regular comic book.
That's
weird. Well, I'm disappointed in that. Thanks for doing basic math for us, Curtis. Wait, you don't even use that system in Canada, do you? Or do you?
Use inches? We use inches. Well, I mean, I still know what a standard sheet of paper is.
No need to get smart. No need to get smart, Curtis. I was asking this question. But this is cool because it's got the extended cut 1 and 2. And then the God Loves Man Kills variants.
That's also in one of the omnibus too, isn't it?
The original one is in Omnibus 3, which is being reprinted. Okay, and this is my all-time favorite X-Men story.
Yeah, I feel like I heard you talk about it often.
I think a lot of like old school X-Men purists probably consider this the greatest volume. So then we are looking at Eternals. We're getting a lot of Eternals love. So I know Curtis is going to be really excited about this, mainly because of the movie, right? So they're trying to get all these things out there. We're getting Eternals, the Dreaming Celestial Saga.
That's perfect. We were wondering if this was going to come out because it's included in the new Omni that just was announced.
Right. So we knew that there was a trade paperback coming out
Yep.
that has 2 covers.
Yeah.
And
now I've only read the Kirby run because I have that omnibus. Is the other stuff better or worse? Would you say?
Haven't read it, so I can't tell you. I'll be reading it when this stuff comes out.
Omar, I know you have. You had to have read it.
I don't want to get murdered because
right.
I'm not the biggest Kirby fan, but I like this run more than I did the original. And here's where we get like 55 dislikes because I made that little comment.
The Kirby one was all right though. It was dated, but it was good.
It wasn't that it was bad. It's just taste. That's what I enjoyed more.
Sure.
Eternals by Jack Kirby. So if you like that, this is a huge book. This is all 19 with the annual in that big monster size. Like Marvel's and Jim Lee XXL, and it's $125.
So that's the omnibus that I have. But
so that's pretty much the omnibus you have, except it's twice
as bigger.
Big.
Oh man,
crazy!
Wow.
Now, I got my measurements there, Curtis. I got that.
Price? Does it say the price on that one?
Yeah, that one's 125. I kind of figured it would be that because Jim Lee was 100 and it's got less pages.
Yeah,
384. Yeah. So, Eternals poster book. All right, I'm gonna highlight and then boot this guy out. Come on, Green Lantern. This is why I don't make comments like that. People ask me questions. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just reviewing the book. I don't review the content. It's all preference, man. That's a Todd Knock picture. So this is Eternals Cosmic Origins. Oh, so this is collecting just their earlier appearances, which they've kind of done.
And the first 5 issues of the miniseries.
Yep.
That's weird.
And here we go. Excalibur Omnibus Volume 1 with the new content. So a lot of people, I think somebody screen capped the video that I did, even though I was like, nobody look at this because this is not the content that, David assured me that they were going to go back and look at the new and make it in chronological order. And that's what they did. So
was it me that did that? No, right?
No, it was not you that did that. It was in the Facebook group. So I was like, man, I had to calm down. I promise this is going to be fixed because how collectors are.
No, for sure.
So this has the Eric Larson Marvel Comics Presents story, which is in the Epic Collection, but it also has Quasar 11, it says, which is not in the Epic Collection.
No, and it's got the Thor 427 through 429, man. Yeah.
So there's a little bit of extra stuff there. That's cool.
I'm just so ecstatic about this because this literally ends with the High School Girls from Heck storyline, right?
Yeah.
So meaning we're past the Claremont saga. And then if they do a volume 2, if it sells well, we'll have that Alan Davis saga, the return of Alan Davis, with Joe Mad on art as well on some issues. So they've got a lot of good stuff to collect. So I'm really excited that they went back and did this into a volume 1. Because anytime I see volume 1, I get all excited. I'm like, oh man, that means there might be a volume 2.
Right.
Like I said, it all depends on sales.
I'm surprised that they didn't keep the Excalibur by Claremont and Davis title. Like they took off the by Claremont and Davis.
I think if they did that, then people would have expected to have the complete Davis stuff, which would have. Remember, he took that break, came back with 42, and then left at 60. What is it?
And
60?
Claremont wasn't there, so they wouldn't be able to brand number volume 2 and Claremont and Davis. Right.
So I'm glad that they did that. Yep. I'm a bigger fan of the. What about you, Jim? Are you a bigger fan of books like in chronological order, or do you like them to be like creator centric?
Chronological all the way. I'd rather have 7 volumes starting from the beginning to the end and just get like these little creator excerpts or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why I like the epics.
Like my excitement for Hellblazer was so high until I found out, and even it is to me, it's still the best Hellblazer run. But when I found out it was John Constantine Hellblazer by Just Ennis, like I was like, come on.
This is a second volume because the first volume's coming out in a few months.
The Hellstorm?
A Hellstorm, yeah.
Oh, I was talking about Hellblazer.
Oh, Hellblazer.
When DC announced they were doing a Hellblazer omnibus, I got excited because I thought they were going to do one, and then they decided to do it creator-centric. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it really messed up the flow of like the Spider-Man omnibus and everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the John Byrne stuff. So
that, and then like the Roger Stern, and they just skipped a bunch of stuff.
At least with the Stern, I still have hope that they tie it in. I think with the John Byrne stuff, they literally left out some parts, and I don't know. Maybe releasing an OHC would later do that. Wait a minute. Nope. I was gonna say I thought somebody was calling Pie. Nope. That's Jim Mint's wife.
Yeah. Shout out to P Mint in the chat.
Okay. I know. Come on, where my U.S. agent fans at? There's like dozens of us, but here we go. U.S. agent. He's a character that's gonna appear in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. So they have this collection coming out.
Yep.
It's a lot of we have his mini series, and wait a minute, was his mini? I thought his mini series was 4 issues. It says U.S. Agent 1 through 3. Did they cancel it?
It is 4. No, it's 4 issues.
Okay, so maybe that's just a misprint. So sometimes they got to go back in and change some things.
Or maybe they're going to leave that one off.
So for a second U.S. agent, is there enough? So one more thing I didn't say at the beginning is, as you all know that have been following solicitations, that Marvel loves to sneak in some things. When I did this a few months ago, I didn't know anything about Eternals, and then Marvel just dropped Eternals in 1 month. They're like, yeah, we're also doing this. So it's not like they're canceling books, but they add books.
Nice.
Woo.
Captain America Sharon Carter, she's getting her own little, I guess, series, but it's mainly stories where she's appeared before. So it's kind of like a collection of stories from her appearances through.
Also, because she's going to be in one of the Disney Plus shows too, right?
I assume she's going to be in either Winter Soldier. Yeah, it's got to be Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Yeah.
Avengers, Jonathan Hickman, Complete Collection, Volume 3.
Nice.
So they've got.
And they put Infinity. We were wondering if Infinity was going to be in it.
Yeah,
and there you go.
And also, if we were going to get another one, because remember, like Volume 1 just came out. Did it come out last year? It came out last year. So we're getting 2 volumes in 1 year, right?
I wonder why they don't reprint the Omnibus on that or the Fantastic Four.
So people can buy the complete collections.
Well, there's complete collection collectors out there, I'm sure. I mean, but Infinity, man, Infinity's in 2 Omnibus. It's got his own OHC.
Yeah,
Infinity, they
milked it
for the movie. I mean, well, you got a movie with that title.
No, it's more like they gave it a format for every type of collector.
Jesse, every one of these is in October right now. We don't have a street date yet, but it's in October.
Omar, is that Excalibur? Is it only 1 cover? It didn't have a second one, right?
It's got 2 covers. It's got 2 covers.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah, the second cover. I looked at it on last Friday, I think, when I did the episode. Yeah, it'll have 2 covers. They're both Alan Davis covers, though.
Mm-hmm.
Tomb of Dracula. There you go, Kurtis.
Nice. Yes.
Continuing this,
that's number 54 and Doctor Strange 14 and the rest of Dracula Lives. That's good.
So I'm hoping that they reprint Tomb of Dracula 2 and 3, but if they don't,
somebody told me the other day that they're reprinting the Omnibus Volume 2 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the one I need 2 and 3. But
I don't know. I forgot who told me that. I mean, I guess you would know, but you usually get the scoop first. But somebody told me that, man. I don't remember.
If they're reprinting it, that's the first I've heard. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Kurtis is like, I don't care. I don't care about all
that's cool, sure.
No, Kurtis is a good guy. He does care. This is
one. All of you getting what you want. Yes.
Thank you, and shout out to Mac Haven. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Good afternoon to you. So we got Marvel Horror Lives Again. This is a follow-up to the Marvel Horror series where it's character-centric. So we're following the adventures of, looks like, Dracula, Wendigo. It says up there, Blade. I was just looking at the issues. So some of this, is a little bit of double dipping if you have the Tomb of Dracula Omnibus or X-Men stuff, but it's where all you get these different characters, all these monster characters.
Yep.
And that horror Omnibus was awesome. Avengers Vision and Scarlet Witch. So this collects the Giant Size Avengers and then the first miniseries. Surprised it didn't include everything all in one, right? The Avengers and Scarlet Witch and Vision. What was it? 12 issues, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe they'll do that for another release.
All I know is the marketing department is on point, man. You got to have these books that tie in with these shows and movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they know.
It's smart, though. You would think it's a common sense thing, but not all publishers are doing that.
No, you're right. Well, and one of the things, too, is like they actually pay attention. So sometimes they delay things. Sometimes like a book that you may want gets delayed because, oh, wait, we got to put something else in there, right?
Yeah.
We got a She-Hulk TV show coming out.
So, yeah, Black Widow Omnibus and a She-Hulk Omnibus, right?
Yep. What's up, Mad Titan? Thank you for the super chat. These go up for pre-order, I say a month from now. Or no, actually less than a month from now. They'll be up for pre-order. Some of these, the ones that are up in October. Mainly the Omnis. They will all, because those are the ones that I covered for the June solicitations. And then Cable, or no, this is the Deadpool Marvel Select. They went with the first appearance of Cable and the first
Deadpool.
4 issues. And pretty much this is a classic Deadpool, Volume 1.
It is exactly, even with the first issue of the Daniel Way series. No, Daniel Way? Yeah.
No, how dare you? How dare you?
Oh, Kelly, yeah, Joe Kelly. I get those two for some reason. I don't know why it is, but I get those two mixed up all the time. All the time. I don't know. They're nothing like each other.
I have never made that mistake, but I make a lot of mistakes. No, this has got the classic Fabian Iciesa.
Yep.
Joe Mad doing those 4 issues. I'm surprised they didn't go with the Joe Mad cover. They went with the Ian Churchill and Mark Waid cover, or Mark Waid writing that run. But I love Circle Chase. Oh, we lose Jim Mint. Oh, he's back.
Oh.
Okay.
I moved up a spot.
Is that? I thought it was my connection. I'm like, oh man, we can't do it.
I thought we were done for. I was like, man.
Avengers by Jason Aaron. Continue the trade paperback.
How are we going to get that in omnibus format?
How or when?
How? Because how many issues was that Jason Aaron run?
Looks like 42 right now. That's what we're at.
40. I'm not sure how long it went on, but I think it was, I don't know, a lot.
So I'm sure they're gonna wait to see when they're done. Usually, with a lot of the time, they're gonna wait till some of these books are done. The writer gets wrapped up with it, because I think that's what they were waiting on Thor. Honestly.
Well, that's what Jason Aaron said when I met him. But his run is finished. He finished the run. Then he did a 4-series King Thor, and now he's done. Now Donny Cates has taken over the title. They restarted it.
Yeah, of Thor, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure that announcement is coming. Honestly, I'm surprised that we didn't get it in 2020. It might be one of those surprise announcements.
You would think with Love and Thunder that they would be getting that out too, right?
Well, yeah, my prediction was always like they'll announce a Jason Aaron Thor Volume 1 this 2020, and then 2021 when that movie comes out, they'll do the Jane Foster stuff.
Yeah,
right.
But for sure. Maybe they'll do them back to back. I mean, it is. They've done it with Hickman, so maybe they'll do it back to back. This is the Alex Ross stuff, right? Yeah, the Marvel and Kurt Busiek.
Yeah, this is the current ongoing they have coming out.
I'm always happy to see the Alex Ross.
I think he did it twice, that cover. He did it, yeah.
The Marvels.
Unless they recycled it.
No, I think, man, that might be different.
That's
I thought it was. Might be mistaken.
So we got Black Panther Epic Collection. Now we got the cover, and now we have the content. It is Volume 3, Panther's Prey 1-4, Marvel Comics Presents.
Yeah, Solo Avengers, Marvel Superheroes, Marvel Fanfare, Fantastic Four Unlimited. So the big question I have is, are they going to censor Panther's Prey because there is a little bit of nudity in those issues? So Did
they censor? I'm trying to think of what other book they had to censor. There was another epic.
I can't remember if it was
was it Tomb of Dracula?
Tomb of Dracula, if those ones were censored. But yeah, something. So
see, I had the Omnibus.
And then Captain America, Volume 10.
Yes.
We guessed. That's what we guessed, right?
Yeah, Monsters and Men. Mm-hmm.
So they're not calling it Volume 10, are they?
Well, it's Epic Collection. So, the numbers are always in the back for the Epic Collection.
Okay. Yeah, I've never had an Epic Collection in hand.
Oh, you haven't? We need to get you an Epic Collection. We need to get Kurtis an Omnibus.
There you go. We'll have
y'all will never go back.
Okay, I like a big surprise.
Yep.
Venom epic.
Venom is getting an epic collection.
Wow.
So
I know some people have been asking for this, but
it's not a Ven Omnibus. It's a Ven Epic.
Ven Epic. That's right, man.
It's a miscellaneous type of compilation book.
It is. It's basically the first omnibus ending. It looks like it's going to end before they even get to the Lethal Protector miniseries. It's a whole bunch of. This is a double dip collection. Right,
I'm trying to remember. I think Ven Omnibus didn't have a lot of this stuff. Ven Omnibus had.
It did have
bunch
the
of his
vault.
minis.
It had Darkhawk. And I'm sure that's where this is going to go. It's going to collect all those minis as well. But the first Ven Omnibus had a bunch of these
the David Michelini and
yeah.
Okay, I totally don't remember, and I
don't remember either because it was just such a mix of books, you know.
I just thought it was a bunch of minis, and then the 320
License to Kill, Sinner Takes All, that kind of stuff. Lethal Protector.
But this one comes as a surprise because it's an epic collection, right? Which is really strange. Omar, you need to use your influence to get the prices of these books down in the UK. Stupid Brexit. I don't want to resort to robbing corner shops. I don't want you to resort to that either, man. I'm sorry. I'd love if they open up a publishing house over there so y'all don't have to get these things for skyrocket prices. It's crazy over in Canada and in Australia. This is the Champions by Eve L. Ewing.
The spelling mistake there.
Looks like it.
That's the writer doing Immortal Hulk, right?
No, that's Al Ewing.
Oh, Ewing. I saw Ewing.
They're both Ewings.
Yeah, and what was it that she did? She did was it Ironheart? Ironheart, I think. And here we are. My favorite dudes, the New Warriors. This is the new series.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
This is Daniel Kibble-Smith and Luciano Vecchio.
This one hasn't started yet either, right?
No, but I'm curious to know which Night Thrasher they're using. No, there's like 5 New Warrior fans out there. If it's Dwayne or his brother, Bandit. I
just always like Night Thrasher from the trading cards back in the day, the Marvel Masterpieces.
Yeah, nobody ever took that dude seriously. He rode around on a skateboard, but man, he was so
90s.
He's edgy. Firestar, Namorita, I assume, and Speedball. Rage back there, Rage, Speedball. I don't know who these. I guess these are new cats. They'll probably make it to issue 5 before they get killed off. And told you I'll get that Power Pack Omnibus. Power Pack, the powers that be.
They got a new series coming out too. Oh, that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Ryan North, Nico Leon. Spotlock, there's a couple more surprises in here. Just stay tuned. We're only looking at October right now. Werewolf by Night.
New Werewolf by Night.
Now there is a man with good taste. Not only is he doing a super chat for New Warriors, but he's got the Jim Lee Extinction Agenda picture right there.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Werewolf by Night. This is the new series. And Infinity Crusade. I thought of my boy Gabe when I saw the variant. So the variant is a Stephen Platt variant, which is the cover to Moon Knight 57. And I was like, man, that's crazy that they went with that cover because that's the only issue of Moon Knight, the Mark Spector Moon Knight that's collected in here. Yeah, Mark Spector Moon Knight 57. But they went with that cover because it's got Spider-Man, it's got Moon Knight, and it's got, Stephen Platt.
Moon Knight has a TV show coming out.
True.
Okay. Well, I was thinking, yeah, he's got a McFarlane style too. As a matter of fact, that's kind of why he got pulled.
People who love the movies and see the TV show will wander into comic shop and see Infinity and see Moon Knight, and they'll be like, I should check that out.
And it'll have nothing to do with the show.
Nothing at all.
It's gonna be so confused with 90s comics.
No, I need that issue 1 cover, bro.
I like that cover too. That's the classic Ron Lim stuff. So we got Marvel Masterworks, Marvel's 2-in-1, Volume 5, collecting Marvel 2-in-1, 47 through 60, and Annual 4. And more Immortal Hulk, meaning hopefully we'll have a little more to get another hardcover because we got 2 coming out, so we'll need a third one. 36 through 40. Deadpool, this is by Kelly Thompson, I think. Yeah. Kelly Thompson, collecting 7 through 10. Man-Thing, there you go, Kurtis.
Oh, here we are. Yeah, let's see what's in here.
All right.
The rest of Man-Thing, Iron Man Annual, Howard the Duck, Infernal Man thing. I guess that might be in here as well. There you go. So it doesn't include the second Man Thing series.
But this goes past the Omnibus, though, doesn't it?
Right, because the Omnibus would have come out before Infernal Man Thing came out, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there is other stuff. Oh, this got the Marvel Comics Presents 1-12 series as well, so that's cool. Nice. Yeah, that's good. And then we can have
it's Power Pack minis and collector. All right, man, we'll make that happen. Y'all go and the DM cover of Power Pack sold. Also, anything's possible.
It sold out.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, some people are getting like, hey, we're not going to get any more. Master Kung Fu Epic Collection Traders to the Crown. So we're getting more Master Kung Fu Volume 3, issues 54 through 79.
I'm glad these are coming out at a steady pace.
Yeah, and it's also good because, like, you know, those Omnis were a one-time deal, right? They were like, we're not reprinting this. This is it.
And I kind of wonder if these trade paperbacks will be the same because of the licensing agreement.
Licensing? Well, we already know. Didn't they leave out one What If with Fu Manchu?
They left out one issue in the What If complete collections that had Fu Manchu in it.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
and hopefully it'll show up in these Epic collections, but I don't know. Doesn't say so here, not in this one.
Jim Neerman's most ambitious crossover of the decade. Thank you all. Thank you. See, we don't want to be like sellouts and do it all the time. So that's why we're making this special.
It's got to be special when it happens.
That's right. October is giving us Taskmaster. I haven't read this. This is
no, it's not out yet.
Okay, that's why I haven't read it. I was like, this does not look like anything.
That's the only stuff Omar hasn't read. The stuff that hasn't come out yet.
That's not true. There's a lot I haven't read. Black Widow by Kelly Thompson, also new series. I didn't even know this was a thing, honestly.
Me neither. No, I saw the solicitations for that in Taskmaster. Yeah, that's the thing that they have in the singles right now.
Nice cover.
So I like that cover. Is that a Cunha? Looks like a Cunha. Oh, that face.
I don't know.
And then down here, Conan the Barbarian by Jim Sub.
Yep.
Am I stuck? Was I
stuck?
Okay.
No. This is your stuff coming.
Oh yeah, here. Conan. Yeah. Are you not a Conan guy?
I never grew up on Conan.
I mean, I grew up on the movies, and then, like, honestly, it was like Berserk got me into Conan, right?
I'm reading and watching Berserk right now for the first time. It's incredible.
Oh, well, enjoy, my friend. Yeah. Because
no spoilers.
I didn't say anything. That's what got me into Conan, because the guy, Miura was like, yeah, I like a lot of the Robert E. Howard stuff. I went to get the book. I was like, oh, this is so good. That's why the movies were pretty good. Other than, punching a horse and stuff. I was like, Conan's pretty badass, actually.
Conan can't be as badass as Berserk.
Well, no, because his name's Guts, not Berserk. I love that you call him Berserk, though.
Well, what I'm saying for the run.
Man, that's tough. Don't do that. That's like a nerd challenge right there.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. That's tough. But I went and started reading the classic stuff by Roy Thomas. I enjoy it, and I did read the Kurt Busiek stuff, which they are reprinted. So this is the Jim Sub stuff. This is the modern run. I think this is after Jason Aaron left the book. And speaking of Kurt Busiek, here is Marvel's version of the Kurt Busiek Omnibus. Again, not colossal size, at least to my understanding from what it looks like. And it's just collecting the Conan by Kurt Busiek. So leaving out the Mike Mignola issues and leaving out the Truman issues. Maybe if it sells enough.
Good.
If it sells enough, we might get another volume. So that's really cool.
They got the trim on there. What is it? 7 1/4 by 10 7/8.
Yeah. How big is that, Kurtis?
It's the same as the gallery size. It's exactly the same. I think that's just regular Omni size, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Okay. Conan the Barbarian, the original Marvel years, continuing that run. I love that cover. Oh, look at that.
That is a dope cover. It's Alex Ross.
That's a man's man right there. A man's man. Look at that.
Yep.
So this is now past, or we're getting past the Roy Thomas stuff. So we got J.M. DeMatteis and Bruce Jones. I didn't know Bruce Jones wrote Conan. That's cool. He did a run on Hulk, but he was a horror writer for Eerie and Creepy magazine. Disney Kingdoms, Haunted Mansion. Was there a Haunted Mansion movie coming out?
I don't think so.
I love that. Okay, I love that they're going with this. So these are the graphic novels. These are the smaller size books. Great for kids or anybody who's trying to get into comics. My daughters love these. They're doing Araña,
That was a fun series.
I don't know if y'all remember that series.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that character's still around. She get killed in Spider-Geddon?
No, she is still around, and she's called Spider-Woman now, I think.
Oh, is that what became of her? Okay. Shuri, Wakanda Forever. That's a cute cover. And that is it for the month of October. Let me stop sharing real quick. And we'll go ahead and look at November. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button, please.
Oh, yeah. Let me do that.
Thanks, Kurt.
Done. Done.
I didn't do it. I don't think I did it either. No.
Y'all don't have to, guys. You don't have to do it. All right. Before I gotta make sure I mark this right because I don't want to slip up.
Don't slip up.
I don't want to slip up. Shane D. The Disney reminded me, Omar, any chance of a Rosa Library sets reprinting? I will say Fantagraphics knows how well they sell. And they have been reprinting them. The first box I got reprint and the second box I got reprint, I think. So just be a little patient if you can't find them. I promise.
Fantagraphics is good at reprinting.
Yeah. With the exception of the Peanuts box sets. But that's another story. That's another story. Really enjoy this. Have fun. Have to run. All right. See you, Two Brothers Comics. Thank you so much. And all right, now I know where it is. It's on 93. Got it. Okay. So let's go ahead and share the month of November. Again, these are the books that are coming out that month. And I don't think none of these solicits are up yet. So let's start with this. We're looking at Savage Sword of Conan, the original Marvel years. This is the black and white magazines. And coming out with issues 45 through 60. And that's a lot of pages because they were extra thick magazine-sized books. Conan Chronicles Epic Collections, The Song of Baalit. Now, I'm excited about this because this stuff was never collected in the Colossal Conan stuff. Oh. This is the Brian Wood stuff, and it's kind of between the Conan the Cimmerian. So if you have that Colossal Conan, looking more at Jim Mint than I am you, Kurtis, because I don't think you have those. And the King Conan, this kind of fits in between.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. So that's what that is. And
that's great.
Retail price of $44.99, so you're paying that extra Conan price. Black Widow, The Art of the Movie slipcase. Those are really nice. I like those art.
They're like horizontal, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Not final cover.
Captain. Oh, there. And by the way, there's going to be stuff in here that collects issue 1 and to be announced. I love when they do that. Captain America Winter Soldier is getting a complete collection, so not a reprint. Not a reprint of the Omnibus. Mm-hmm. Captain America Heroes Return, because everybody else is getting a Heroes Return. Right. So we got to have Cap in there. So it's for you trade collectors. Yep. Kurtis, would you like to school everybody on what this could possibly be? Like after the Epic collection? I'll let you do your...
What volume number?
Like it... Well, not really a volume number. Just like... I think it's decided that the final Epic collection for, let's use Captain America for an example, right?
Yep.
Would be 21. Is that it? The Man Without Country?
Way up here. 22.
Kurtis, 22. Why don't you have this stuff memorized, man? You come from the Epic Marvel podcast. If I ask Jim Mint about statues, I expect him not to reach and look under his Sabretooth statue.
Check that edition size real quick
right.
under the statue.
Yeah. 22. Yeah, and then it goes into Heroes Reborn, and then this is the first volume right after that. So that's good. Yep. I'm glad to see that. It'll go really nicely with the Iron Man and Fantastic Four Heroes Return collections that are out now too.
And speaking of orphaned issues, I'm very excited about this. This is the Mike Grell run of Iron Man.
Yep.
So you have the Kurt Busiek run, and you have the Joe Quesada, the what is it? The Iron and the Man I can't remember. Whatever that
the man of the mask.
Yeah, something like that. Of course, leave it to the two guys that actually buy these things to not remember.
The mask in the Iron Man.
That's it.
Pull it off the shelf.
I have it on the shelf. These I'm stuck with this like headphone cord, man.
Oh, okay. You're fine. But this is the run afterwards that has never been collected in anything. Yep. So for completists like myself,
that's good.
That is, I'm excited about this kind of stuff.
So is that his whole run, or is this a volume?
No,
first volume of it.
There was some more afterwards because I know Kia Asamiya drew some of that stuff afterwards, but I can't remember who wrote it right off the top of my head. Always an Invader. This is the Chip Zdarsky stuff. So we have Namor, the Best Defense 1, and then the Invaders 2019 series. So this is the first time we're seeing an oversized hardcover for a Chip Zdarsky book. So I'm excited because it could mean the Spider-Man life story can get an OHC one day. So Zdarsky's good.
Yeah,
and I'm
current
glad
Daredevil run is awesome.
Yeah, dude, he is killing it. And he's a funny guy, too.
I'm sorry?
He's a funny guy, too.
He's really also doing that FF plus X-Men miniseries right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Craig Carter, can I make it bigger? Yes. Yes, I can. But which one, man?
Well, maybe because you have like gray bars. Could you maybe zoom in a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Like that?
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Easier on my eyes.
Beautiful.
Okay. I just don't want to accidentally. Whoops, I went too far down.
Don't scroll too far.
All right, so then we have the Marvels. This is a trade paperback 1. This is the Kurt Busiek stuff.
Oh, that's a crazy cover.
Oh, nice.
It's Busiek. Looks very Astro City-ish, but hey, I'm good with that. And then here we have Marvel Masterworks Captain America Volume 12. Good Lord. And Ghost Rider Volume 2. I think there's a lot of people excited for this one because this is the only way that Ghost Rider from this era has been collected in any kind of.
We need a Ghost Rider omnibus for sure, man.
We do, but here's the question: Danny Ketch or Johnny Blaze? And why is it Danny Ketch?
You got to do both, but I want to see that '90s run, man. That Danny Ketch.
Yep. Me too.
With the number 1 for the cover, that'd be perfect.
Let's make it glow in the dark.
Or the glow in the dark cover. Was it number 8 or something? That's a great cover too.
Yeah, I think so. Or 8. Yeah.
We need the first glow in the dark omnibus dust jacket.
A variant for DM, limited to 100. Oh my gosh. You will shut down online stores.
Come on, David. Let's make it happen. Let's bring back chromium and hologram and foil already.
Let's go ahead and kill the market. The omnibus market. The Empire
the first time.
Well, DC did that with the DC villains, right?
With the lenticular, you're right.
All that stuff. Holy cow.
And look, it didn't kill the market. See?
No, but they canceled my Man of Steel omnibus. So.
Yeah, it killed the DC.
It killed the DC. Empire, Lords of the Empire trade paperback. Chip Zdarsky, Empire Invasion of Wakanda. It's Jim Sub. I like seeing these names because they're getting a lot of stuff at Marvel. That's good.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of work. I'm probably gonna get these all in single issues though, man.
This is the Union. Okay, this is the new series. This is, I guess, after the Invader stuff. Union Jack, Snakes, Kelpie Choir. Okay. Savage Avengers Volume 3. I'm really enjoying this run.
I still have Volume 1 trade. I haven't read it.
It's good. I liked it a lot. It's fun.
I heard good things.
It's Conan hanging out with Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's awesome to me. All right. So let's see. Excalibur by Teenie Howard, Volume 3. This is what I meant. Yeah, Excalibur number 15 and to be determined. But we promise it will have content.
But that's pre Dawn of X?
No, this is after Dawn of X.
Oh,
so this
is 2019. That's probably a typo too, then, right?
That's a Dawn. Well, I think the years like what years the series started, right?
Yeah.
But did it start in 2019?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess what are we in March only? Okay. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Let me make sure. I think this is the last one I can look at, and then I have to stop sharing. So this is Jonathan Hickman, X-Men. Now this we do have this contents for, and that is X-Men 15 through 19, 15.99. Give me 1 second, really quick.
Did they not have any omnibus for November?
Oh, they do.
Wow.
They do.
None that we've showed yet, right? Or
not
well,
yet,
that didn't I show a Conan earlier? Savage Sword.
Oh yeah, you're right. The Conan.
I mean, just because you don't read it doesn't mean don't count.
It wasn't one that I registered.
Yeah,
we're gonna have like 12 Conan omnibus.
Dude, it's crazy. Not only that, but Epic Collections of Conan. It's a good time to be a Conan fan.
Well, I'll tell you, Marvel said we spent this money on this license. We're gonna crank this material out.
I can't blame him. X Factor by Leah Williams, Volume 1 is getting a collection. Is the first issue out yet? I don't even know if the first issue is out.
No, it's not out yet.
So I need to talk about this.
Oh.
I need to talk about this really quick.
Mm-hmm.
This is Uncanny X-Men Disassembled. When I first did the solicitations I know like you do the Omnibus stuff that's coming out for the month, right? And I go through the collected editions that are coming out.
Right.
This was one of the books I was excited for last year. And then 2 years ago, they canceled it and they made it into a trade paperback, right?
Huh.
Same content, trade paperback, and it was $39.99. This is the hardcover that I saw originally, and it's $34.99. And I'm thinking, is this like maybe they accidentally put this back in here? But I mean, if it is, maybe they're throwing them a bone. That's cool.
Is it? But that's the run. That's pre House of X, right?
Yeah. So this is the Matthew Rosenberg, Kelly Thompson, and Ed Bryson run. So pretty much it's the stuff that kind of leads into Age of X-Men, and then Age of X-Men took on its own. I don't know what they'll do with that. And then he had about 10 or so more issues plus an annual before Jonathan Hickman said, "Yeah, we're gonna get rid of it."
Yeah, that's not. They had X-Men Blue and Gold, then it went into Uncanny X-Men again, right? And that's what this is?
Yes. So this is after Gold and Blue. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So now it's back to being OHC. So there you go. For all the people that were excited originally. And Tyler Blount, I'm so sorry, buddy. I said X-Men Omni. My bad. I didn't mean to get you excited. My bad. Maybe you'll get an X-Men Age of X-Men, though, like an oversized hardcover. I'm happy to see this because of the creator behind it, and that is Fabian Nicieza and Ron Garney.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm so excited for this book. And I know it's Juggernaut. I was like, I don't care about Juggernaut. But if anybody can make me care again, it's Fabian.
Fabian's still at it, huh?
Oh, yeah. He's still I guess he does a lot of contract stuff. So it's good that he's back doing stuff for Marvel. Love to see him writing some Deadpool again sometime, though. So here's X Factor. I assume this is volume
2. No, it's
3.
Volume
right?
3. Yeah.
Because this is 21 through 36. I love when, this is how Kurtis can't hide his geekdom. He's getting all excited about this epic collection.
We thought it was going to be Volume 2, but it's
we did.
Definitely not. Yeah. Wow.
Angel of Death. We thought it was going to lead up to and end with Fall of the Mutants, but instead it kind of begins with Fall of the Mutants and takes us all the way to 36, which is the ending of Inferno, if I'm not mistaken. 36. Wow. No, 40 is the funeral. So this is like the beginning of Inferno.
Amazing. And hardback issue there. Okay.
Yeah. And annual number 3. And of course,
here we go.
We'll talk about this. One of my most beloved Omnis.
Really?
Yeah. It's this is my era, man. The Outback years. X-Men hanging out in Australia.
Listen, I love Maximum Carnage, and I understand it's a nostalgia thing.
Did you just put Chris Clare put Maximum Carnage? All right, man.
Are they doing the variant, the DM variant? I never see it, man. That one with like the black bars on the top and the bottom.
I think that's the one I have. Yeah, that's the one I got.
You never see anyone with that one, man. I saw it one time. It was beat up at a comic book shop. Mm-hmm. But I had already had this version.
Yeah. So both covers are coming out. So you'll have the direct market cover and you'll have this cover. This collects the even back then when this originally came out, we were talking about like, wait a minute. Why are they calling it Jim Lee? I think there's more Mark Silvestri art in here.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's the name. They know what sells. Yep. They know what sells. So
it's kind of like I always looked at like this leads into the Jim Lee era, and he is in it. He contributes. I'm reading volume 2 right now actually, and it seems like he's doing more plot and script. I say by 270, right after the Extinction Agenda, 274. He's the co-plotter with the Savage Land. Because that's what I'm reading right now. I'm in the Uncanny stuff that has like X Factor in the 60s.
Oh, Endgame. One of the best.
Yeah.
One of the best
with the ship fights it.
Yeah, Cyclops just destroying up. Oh man, I love this. So anyway, I could stay on this all day, but I'm glad that everybody that did not get a chance to get this can read it for the first time. X-Men hanging out in the Outback.
Listen, it's a must-own as a Marvel Omnibus collector. I mean, regardless on how I felt about some of the content, you still have the first appearance of Jubilee, first appearance of Gambit, important stuff that I feel like it was a little slow, but it definitely picks up towards the end and into the Extinction Agenda and everything afterwards.
Yeah. And X-Men is one of those things like you can't, it's not like people seeing a volume 1 sometimes are like, oh, it must be a good like jumping on point, right?
Yeah.
It's really not, because
No,
it's like the tail end of the Chris Claremont saga, and Chris Claremont wrote the long game. He was setting up a lot of these things years beforehand. So
Well, he had to break them all apart to bring them all back together, and then
and
they
then
come back together huge. Too many mutants.
Well, and then Jim Lee said, "Yeah, I want to take over the book. I want
Yeah.
it to be called Jim Lee's X-Men." So all that
As he
setup
did.
was Claremont was like, "Right, they're not gonna let that happen." And then they let him go. Oh, that's so sad. Deadpool by Joe Kelly, Complete Collection Volume 2. For all those people that don't like Omnibus, here is the thick trade, $39.99. And yes, New Mutants Omnibus Volume 1, the very first X-Men spin-off title.
This is a cool omnibus to have, man. I like it how it has a graphic novel first, and then
the
34.
The mapping is good.
Yeah,
I really like it. It's a thick one. So is the Excalibur. Excalibur's a thick one. So I'm excited about this. It's got all the way up to 34. So we've got the Bill Sienkiewicz stuff. We've got the Demon Bear saga. You're right, which is the movie. Whenever that gets.
It's going to be awkward though, getting to a volume 2, because then what would it collect? 35 through what? You know what I mean? I guess until the Liefeld era.
Liefeld didn't start until 85, 86.
That would be a big book then.
So then you're looking, well,
like before Inferno, maybe.
Yeah, you would have Inferno stuff in there, maybe all the way to 75, which is the big fight with the White King and Magneto, or the Black King and Magneto. Dang, I don't know. That would be a fun map, though. I think
like the X-Force Volume 1 might pick up from 87 moving forward, or something like that.
X-Force, I think, picks up 98, 99, and 100, right? Which is pretty much the first few issues of X-Force. Yeah. So then we still have a big gap in there. I love to map it out, though. That's what I sit about and think about all day. How would I put this into that book? Oh, I forgot about this issue. I actually did a mapping episode with Riley, and it was a lot of fun because everybody was in the chat, a bunch of dorks like us, man, just like, oh, man, don't forget about this issue. I was like, that's right. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I love these Marvel monograph books. This is The Art of Lionel Francis Yu. I've been a big fan of his stuff, and it's in John Rhett Thomas does this. So shout out to the Marvel Masterworks group. He's the guy that runs it. Spider-Man getting a Marvel Select, and the Select title that they picked was Kraven's Last Hunt. And I think I agree with that. Not that it matters what I think, but I think that is a good choice for a Spider-Man. What the best representation of Spider-Man as far as the story is that one.
Even though he's dead for half of the issue.
Yeah, it's weird. They have an OHC for it too.
Dead. Oh, but dude, that whole I Am the Spider. Oh, I love that stuff. Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer, Volume 10. No, I have not seen anything or heard anything about an OHC. I have like at least 5 messages on a weekly basis asking me, have you heard anything? Not yet. Does
it have the 2099 run in there?
This is no the spin-off or the cross no, I think that already that might have been in volume 8 or 9.
Oh, was it already collected?
I think so, or going to be. They're not out yet, or volume 9 isn't out yet. Then we have Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky, and it gives me hope that his Daredevil run will get a nice, fat omnibus.
Yeah, he's gonna have the issues for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, which if he does get that, then I'm sure people are gonna be like, "But where's the Charles Soule stuff? Where's that?" I love that cover, Black Cat. That's Black Cat. I'm surprised this series is still going strong.
Yeah, right.
11 through 16. Good for that. Good for Black Cat. Good for Felicia. I honestly, I read the first trade and I thought it was pretty fun. I dig the artwork.
I gave up on it after 3 issues.
Oh, because it's not an epic, Kurtis. Is that why it's not an epic? I'll put an epic stamp on that.
That's right. I'll buy it if it says epic on the top.
Miles Morales. This is his new ongoing by Saladin Ahmed, 16 through 21.
Yeah.
And then this is the Scream Volume 2.
I can't believe this is still ongoing.
You're right, because I thought this was a mini-series when I first saw the first trade.
Well, they had a 3-issue mini-series for Absolute Carnage, and then they gave her another. They gave her an ongoing after that.
So It was a mini at first, right?
Yeah, there
I'm
is a
mistaken.
mini. I think it's Curse of Carnage, Scream 1 through 3,
Right.
and then they gave her her own series after that.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
is maybe Scream's going to be in Venom 2?
Yeah, so I look at that a lot. When you start seeing a lot of things, why is this character getting so much love? There's another character I keep seeing, Nightmare, in a lot of issues. So I'm like, man, why?
We've been thinking Nightmare
Doctor
for a long time for Doctor Strange.
I mean,
right?
he's a logical choice for a strange villain for sure. But like the fact that you're seeing them plant the characters out of nowhere, it's like, okay, Nightmare's coming.
Yeah.
All right, so here's something funny because it brings up a really funny story, and then I'm gonna keep going. But I did the same thing with Man-Wolf. Like we had a Man-Wolf collection coming out, right? And it was before Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Right.
And I looked at the cameras before David got a hold of me, and I was like, "Man, come on, Marvel! You trying to tell us Man-Wolf's gonna be an Amazing Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man 2?"
Yeah.
And then when I had my call with David, he was like, "No, I just wanted a Man-Wolf collection."
Yeah, some things. It's
He's like, "I don't know, man."
Yeah, some things somebody just wants it, and some things make sense.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, nice cover on that.
Yep. So we're gonna. Oh, and I can't wait to talk about Hulk. So we have Doctor Strange Epic Collection. This is Volume 4.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we're collecting a lot of the earlier stuff. We're now getting into the 70s, which I know Kurtis has this whole conspiracy theory about Marvel in the 70s Epic Collections. Now we can throw those tin hats away, man.
Well, they've reprinted all of the 60s, and if they keep on going through now, they're most of those titles are now in the 70s from the starting points. That's good. Okay, yeah. I got a jet in like 3 minutes, so let's plow through these epics here.
All right, look, they even threw you an Avengers West Coast epic.
What?
Surprise, man. That's why. All right, go ahead. Avengers West Coast epic and the Incredible Hulk epic that you and I were trying to decide what was in there. So it looks like it's the beginning of the Peter David stuff, yep. But it's the ending, or it's the John Byrne stuff with the Peter David stuff.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So volume 14. So all those people that are like, oh man, this omnibus is gonna mess up my Hulk epic collect. Nope, they're still gonna give Hulk epic collections to Peter David's run. Avengers West Coast epic collection Vision Quest.
Volume 4. Good.
Yep.
Keep on going. Yep. That's awesome.
Yes.
Perfect.
Empire Avengers, and I think there's a couple more down here of Omnis. I don't think there's any more. Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme, Volume 2. That's the new series. Okay, so here's the Omnis. We have Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hold on. Wait. Just before you start, I think I need to say goodbye to everybody.
Go ahead. Kurtis, where can people find you?
EpicMarvelPodcast.com. Search for me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can send me an email at epicmarvelpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks, Omar, for letting me be on this show again. I'm sorry that I have to leave early.
Oh, man, you go on and go.
And Steven, nice to see you as well. Hope we can get on a show together again at some point.
For sure.
He gets to call you Steven?
Oh, sorry.
I call you Steven, and I'm like, well, maybe he wants to be known as Jim, and I don't want to give a secret.
Everybody in the chat, like, who is Steven?
I didn't know if that was a secret identity or not.
No,
I'm kidding.
Whoops. Okay, see you later, everyone.
Thank you. So let's talk about this really quick.
Excited, man. I love that Donny Cates is getting an omnibus. He's getting a few. Oh, this is a hardcover.
So let's talk about that, because the omnibus, up until now, I could have sworn was going to include the Guardians of the Galaxy run.
And me too, but I forgot that he did that whole Thanos run, that Thanos wins and the Cosmic Ghost Rider stuff.
Yeah, so it's got his run on Thanos, which is after Jeff Lemire's run.
Which is the OHC as well.
Yeah, so we got an OHC of that. We've got the Silver Surfer Black in that Treasury edition, which is gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's got the Cosmic Ghost Rider series, which was collected in that OHC, and then the Death of the Inhumans. So that's Omnibus Volume 1. Again, Volume 1, I'm like, oh man, maybe he's going to write more stuff.
Well, no, but it makes sense, because then the next one can be Guardians, and it can be Thor, which I wouldn't want them to waste his Thor stuff in a compilation book, though.
Yeah, but it could. I mean, you've been reading his stuff, like his Venom and all that. It looks like he's tying a bunch of his things together.
Right.
So it's pretty cool that he's doing that. And then, so that is all the content in there, and it looks like they're also doing a Guardians of the Galaxy by Donny Cates oversized hardcover. So
which was fun too. Like Donny Cates is killing like everything he's doing. The Guardians run isn't really as good as all the other stuff he's doing, but it's still a good run.
It was a fun run. I wish he had stayed on there longer. Yeah. I think that was my only big issue with it. I think it started off pretty strong with that funeral thing that I don't want to spoil for people that haven't read it. But if and then it kind of, took a dip down the middle, and
I wasn't really into that whole the Church of Universal Truth thing. I wasn't really into that.
I was I like the spin-off with the Silver Surfer Black. I thought that was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're getting that omnibus, and we're also
what's up with this
OHC.
with black and white cover though, man?
Oh, it's not finished. See, not final cover, so they may not even use that. I don't know if there's a direct market cover. That will be in the, I assume, July solicitations. We'll find out more details, and they can tweak some things up too.
Is the omnibus 480 pages, or what did somebody say here?
Let me see.
Yeah, 480 pages.
It looks like it's 480 pages.
Sounds kind of light.
That is a small omnibus, considering we're getting a 1,500-page omnibus for War of the Realms for $125, right?
Yeah. So, we'll see.
Maybe that's where that extra $25 from Uncanny X-Men saving you volume 3 went. Venom by Donny Cates. Speaking of more Donny Cates stuff,
great run, right? Still going strong.
Fun run. I dig it. Ta-Nehisi Coates, volume 4. I believe he's done with his run. I think this might be the last volume.
This seems like it was after the OHC. I think that was only 10 or 12 issues, right?
Yeah. So this would make up the second. No, I'm sorry, not this run. He wrapped up his Black Panther run. It wasn't this. Magnificent Miss Marvel. It's the new Saladin Ahmed series. My daughter loves this series. She's a big Miss Marvel fan. I'm glad they're giving these the Unstoppable Wasp graphic novel editions. So these are the smaller ones.
Are those like the same size as like the Spider-Man animated series and the X-Men animated series books?
Yeah, so if you have like they're like the size of manga.
Yeah,
like
okay, I got you.
Tankobons.
Yeah, I think those are too.
Yeah, so that's what these are. Marvelverse, Wanda and Vision. Huh. Okay, that's cool. They're doing that for the kids stuff. And then X-Men Evolution.
Based on the cartoon, it looks like, right?
Yep. That's X-Men Evolution based on the cartoon. And that, as they say, is that. And
that's that?
That is for October and November. We still don't have December. They're still working on that. So as soon as I get that, as soon as I get David's blessing, I'll put it on the channel. And all right, so I gotta ask, what are you more excited about? What's the book that you're most excited about for yourself, and then maybe like for everybody else?
Well, I mean, I'm excited that everyone's getting a chance to get the X-Men reprints. I mean, those are books that everybody wanted for a long time, so that's cool for everyone else. I guess I'm excited about continuing the mutant stuff with Excalibur and New Mutants. Donny Cates. I mean, the thing with Donny Cates, I read all that material, but it is cool to get it in a collected edition. So probably those. What else is coming out? I'm trying to remember the other omnibus.
We had Excalibur, New Mutants, reprint of Uncanny Volume 3, a reprint of the Jim Lee stuff, the Conan stuff.
Yeah.
The Marvel Horror Lives Again, the not Guardians of the Galaxy, but the Donny Cates run in omnibus cosmic stuff.
I guess that's what I would look forward to the most: the Excalibur, New Mutants, and the Donny Cates.
Have you read that stuff? Any of the Excalibur or New Mutants?
I only probably tie the New Mutants. I have read actually. I read that digitally before I started the channel. The Excalibur, I think I only read issues that tied in with other issues or so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So for me, it's like going back. Like, this is the stuff that I loved reading and growing up with. Out of all these, I'm excited for Excalibur Omnibus. Now, December, I'm sure everybody's wondering, where's Uncanny X-Men Volume 4? Well, there you go, guys. Now we know it's coming in December. So Uncanny 4 in December, I'm sure.
With probably X-Men Volume 2 reprint, because they teased that one as well, right?
Yeah, X-Men Volume 2. There's a couple others, too. I mean, December's usually kind of a slower month.
That's true. It might be January.
Yeah. So they may push it back. But honestly, if they have 2 or 3 Omnis in December, they could do it, because we'll have Moon Knight. And, Moon Knight Omnibus, and then Uncanny 4, the reprint of X-Men Volume 2. So
do we know what the Moon Knight is going to contain yet?
No.
We don't know, right?
No. So let's see. Cole, Moon Knight, Uncanny Volume 4 are left. So, man, they actually managed to get them out into the calendar, because I remember David was like, we don't know if we're going to be able to get all these out in the fourth quarter, but we're going to try.
What do you think's going on with the new square-bound Omnis? Is that maybe just one bindery that they're using or so?
They were using a trial printer. So instead of using these other printers, like they were trying out different places.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were ready for the. I don't think anybody was right for the outbreak or the Corona stuff that's happening right now.
Oh, true. Yeah.
But if they did that, so a few of these have them. I think right off the top, it's the Black Widow Omnibus, the Wolverine Omnibus, and the Spider-Man by JMS Omnibus, Volume 2. And, I get it. People are collectors and they're OCD. They're like, man, it doesn't line up with my other spines. And,
No, you can't tell on the shelf.
well, you tell people. People
plus,
lost it, man.
Yeah, and that's how usually, if you see if you get some custom bound, that's how they look. You can't tell on there.
And it's just one of those things that I didn't know, so I asked David, and he was nice enough to tell me. He's like, I think we were just trying that for a little while. Like, we got some new ones that are coming out that are not like the Silver Surfer Omnibus reprint is not flat, doesn't have a flat spine. So
yeah, I figured they were trying some new place or whatever.
Yeah. So and we also have a new Warriors reprint on in December. We were gonna make that sell. Make that sell, everybody. We can get an Omnibus Volume 2.
I got to read it and drop a review and help pump it.
There you go. There you go. Hey, I love that stuff, man. That's the stuff that I grew up with. To me, it's as good as the Wolfman Teen Titans stuff. And wait, we also have Thunderbolts. I think somebody just mentioned. Yeah, thank you so much. Thunderbolts is also coming out,
and that's also when we don't know what it collects, right?
Right. We don't know if it's a volume. I'm assuming it's a Volume 1. Just collecting the Kurt Busiek stuff, which is the classic stuff. But I myself, I'm a big Fabian Nicieza guy. I love his stuff too.
I think you interviewed him too, no?
We did that on Omnibus.
Okay,
yeah.
That's right.
And then I got to hang out with him when he was at a con over here in just about 30 minutes away from us.
Cool.
So he was a real nice dude. Real nice guy. Just funny. Just kind of the way that I expect him to be when he's the voice of Deadpool.
Yeah, when you're writing Deadpool, you got to have some kind of humor.
He is so witty, man. He just comes at it like, damn, so good, man. So, but that is it. That's the stuff that's coming out in collected editions. I'm really happy for the people that are getting to get that. I mean, I know on your channel and in my channel, how many people were screaming for that reprint of X-Men by Jim Lee, and you know. Now it's funny. Now it's on to the next thing, right? Like people are already, when's Jonathan Hickman's Omnibus going to get reprinted?
So, we got that. What about this?
These books aren't even out yet, man. Let's give it a minute. And
it was the year of the reprint, so I'm looking forward to some new material that I don't already own. It's nice that you guys are getting all your reprints, but we need that Spider-Man 2099. We need a What If.
Oh, right? Classic What If, it'd be good. They're almost done with the complete collection, so that would be a really good.
You would think after that, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, depending on sales and interest, I think. And then, of course, sometimes TV shows and movies drive these things.
Yeah, like N-Man said, Inferno, it would be nice to get an omnibus instead of breaking it down into OHCs like they did.
I think when Inferno comes back, I think it will. And this is something I wanted to talk to David about, like how they go about, because the Mutant Massacre, right? When Mutant Massacre was reprinted, they reprinted it as an omnibus instead of an OHC, and that thing is sold out again. Like it's out of print.
And then they should do that with Fall of the Mutants while they're at it.
Yeah, that way everybody that has OCD about spines can be like, there you go.
Yeah,
and that also drives the people that already had it to be like, wait a minute. My spines don't line up, and if I
would buy it for sure,
right? And there's a lot of us that would.
Yeah.
A lot of us would do that. Would that? Oh, let's see. Would that Jim Lee be X-Men Volume 8 or something? Man.
Is that an epic question?
No. So you know how Uncanny X-Men's like 1, 2, 3, and then
yeah.
He's wondering where Jim Lee would be.
Well, after Uncanny Volume 4, doesn't that bridge the gap?
So, I don't think it's going to, and a lot of us don't. So, a lot of us don't think that we are going to get that little gap filled because there's just so much material that they can put in there, including miniseries and annuals and the crossovers and stuff. So, we're thinking it's going to take us all the way to, I think it's going to be 193. So it'll be 176 to 193 plus a bunch of like little minis plus the annuals. And then Volume 5 will have like the long shot miniseries, annuals 9 and 10. That's what, yeah. So I'm thinking that's what they're going to do.
And then Mutant Massacre starts at what?
210. Well, actually, the Omnibus, this is start at 210. I think it does start at 210 because then we need like then we would need 194 to 209 plus all the other stuff.
Everybody swears in the chat that you are secretly David Gabriel.
I am not. David has been in the chat before. People still don't believe me. I'm like, I am not. Do we have a new? All I have to say is, do we have a New Warriors Omnibus Volume 2? No, we do not. I am not David Gabriel.
Well, we got a Volume 1 reprint. I don't think the first volume's even out of print.
It's out of print. It's out of print.
Yeah,
people gonna know New Warriors. Oh man! So I'm glad that there was a new comic book series to make a push for that reprint, though, and maybe that's why they decided to do it. Maybe we're gonna get Volume 2.
Or maybe he just likes New Warriors.
Maybe he loves New Warriors. That's also the thing too. But actually, he said his favorite series was Fantastic Four, which was, of course, the very first Omnibus. And a lot of people are like, "Man, if you like Fantastic Four, where's the Volume 4 at?"
Or the Hickman reprints.
Right, I'm sure. I think 2020 we focus on X-Men.
Yeah.
2021 will probably be a shift in focus to like
because that's probably how the MCU is gonna release these movies. They're probably gonna get X-Men first and then Fantastic Four stuff.
Yeah, well, I think like next year in 2021 they might focus on Spider-Man. Don't quote me on this. I really don't know. This is just me guessing. They might shift the focus to Spider-Man. You know, we still have a reprint of Volume 2 and 3.
People want the Roger Stern reprint. I mean, we need to get a Dan Slott Spider-Man omnibus going.
I think that's where they're gonna head logically after the JMS stuff. But I mean, as a completist, I also want the Brand New Day stuff, not just the big time. I think it was what the Dan Slott stuff is known as. Because for a long time I thought, man, we're gonna get a Superior Spider-Man omnibus.
You would think. I mean,
they already had it all backed up.
That's an omnibus in itself, right? And then you have his run might even be more than one omnibus from Big Time onto Spider Island.
It totally could. Yeah.
Spider Island could probably be its own thing, right? Because I think they had an OHC and a companion.
Yeah, the companion is pretty thick too. So
yeah, it is.
As long as they redo the mapping in Spider-Verse, because that OHC was a mess.
With the Clone Conspiracy one, or
both Spider-Verse and the Clone Conspiracy, because they were just like all the miniseries was stuck over here and all the little ongoing things. They didn't even collect the Edge of the Spider-Verse, which is the first appearance of Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, guys. I gotta get going.
Yeah.
Go read some stories to my kids. Apparently they're off school. They just canceled school. So y'all take care out there. Remember,
wash your hands.
Well, wash your hands and bump elbows. Don't be touching anybody. Seriously, everybody stay safe. Jim Mint, not that I have to ask, but just in case, where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Jim Mint Collectibles. I have some content that crosses with Omar's content, but I also do like statue reviews and stuff and new comic book day reviews. So come check me out, Jim Mint Collectibles.
Yeah, thank you again, man, for joining me. I know this is kind of last minute, but I figured I like doing these things with like just a rotating table of different people trying to discuss different things, coming at it from different angles. I'm a big dork that likes reading everything. So I like to hear from people that haven't read some of this stuff and want to read it for the first time and see what they're excited about. But
for sure.
And this is the Uncanny Omar signing off. Don't forget to hit that like button. And remember, if it's classy and cool, must be near mint. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Stay minty fresh.